Welcome to another teacher tip with Mr. Long, and we're going to be looking at a website over the next couple of weeks that has some really wonderful features that I think teachers are going to want to use in the classroom. If you've got a projector or a computer screen that's connected to a computer that's got internet access, this website is going to help you in the classroom. It's called LiveCloud. So you can search for it like this and just go to the first link in Google, or you can go look at the URL in the video description and it'll take you to the website. It looks something like this. The reason why I like this website, three main reasons, is one, there's so many different options all in one place. Number two, you do not need to log on to be able to use the website. You can use it just as it is. And three, the prep time is quite low. You don't have to do much to get started. So if you think of an idea quickly and you want to use one of these features, you can set it up very quickly. So we're going to look at all these features over the next couple of videos, but we're going to look at just the whiteboard today. So let's click on the whiteboard. Now the whiteboard is what you would use if you want to write or demonstrate stuff on a screen or on a board. Is if you had a board, but instead you want to do it on your projector. This is our blank canvas, and these are our options over here. So at the moment we can draw, we can change the color of our pen. I want to change it to red. We can change the thickness of the line as well, and then you can actually just draw and write and do whatever you want on your particular screen. You can also go and click on it and go add. Let's go add a yellow block. I want to click on the block, and although I clicked on the block, I'm just going to change it back to yellow. And we're going to make the thickness a bit larger, and there we go. So there's a block. So you can add all these wonderful shapes and lines and curves and so on. So you can add these wonderful things to it. You can even write text if you want. So we're going to type in text and say hello there. And then we can change if it's bold or underlined, or change the font size or what type of font it is, or even the text or the color of the text if we wanted to do that. If you want to move things or change things around, but that's what's quite nice, is the select option allows you to select something. So I select that text, we can then make changes and move it to where I want it to be. Maybe I want it over there, and maybe I want this block to be somewhere over here. So it allows you to be quite dynamic with your whiteboard. And if you want to get rid of something, you can click on the delete option and just select the little blocks of what you want to delete. I want to delete this, and I want to delete this. There we go. And those things are gone. And so if you click on this, there are options where you can undo or redo or delete everything as well. Maybe you want to have an image over here that you talk about, that you've got maybe on your computer, and this is the nice little feature where you can insert an image as a background, or you can just go and fetch the image directly. I'm going to go do that. You can get it from the web or from your computer. I'm going to click here to go fetch one from my computer. And there, that example PNG, I'm going to add that to my screen. So I'm going to click select so that I can select this image, and I'm going to move it around to where I want it. Let's make it bigger, and we can then go and discuss this image and so on and so on and so on. I can even add a video if I wanted to. That's how you can add a video to the screen where it can display. So there's some really nice features. Now there's also, if we want to have another page, maybe we wanted to keep this, but we want to go to another page, then I can just go over here and add a new whiteboard. So let's click over here, choose a new slide. We want to add new whiteboard. And once we learn about the other features, you can add other features as well. And we can add stuff to the second page. I'm going to add some stuff to the second page. So long, let's look at the extras. So some wonderful little things over here. So for example, let's pretend we had that block that we had. I'm going to add that block again. Let's go add a block. And we add a nice little block, and we want to measure this particular block. We can go over here to extras, and we can add a ruler, and we can then move this ruler, and we can start measuring it and so on. We can turn it around and measure that side and so on. So you can really do some funky stuff there. You can add a protractor. You can do angles and so on. You can measure the angles if you want. Got different little, for example, over here you got little traffic lights where you can say yes, no. Maybe in your class you want to specify it, so select it. You can specify red, green, and that. I mean, let's move that somewhere out the way. Let's move that over there. Boom. And there's lots of little options. Like you can have time limits. You can have little clocks that come up here and tell you how much time is left. So you can say, oh, there's 5 minutes. So you click on 5 minutes, and we click start, and it's basically counting down that particular clock. We can add a normal stop clock if we wanted to, and we can add, let's add 20 seconds, and we can click start, and you can see the little timer go down and so on. And I think it actually makes a noise when we do it. And let's pause it and so on. So you get all of these options. They're wonderful things. You've got clocks, you've got little stock timers, things that you can add to your screen that you wouldn't be able to do on a normal whiteboard. But you've got all access to these now. Now, as we learn the other features, you'll be able to add more features or more slides to your presentation and so on. And we'll learn about them as we get to the others. But the one thing that you can't do, unfortunately, unless you've got an account, is you can't save this particular image. Any things that you do here, you won't be able to save unless you buy one of their options that are available. But if you just want a quick little demonstration, this is quite useful. So let's look at the pricing options. So for free, you can use it. You can have 30 students that can join. We'll talk about that in our other videos, and we can store one presentation if we need to. But if you want to really store those presentations and save them, you want the unlimited package. So if you want to spend that a year, you can. Other than that, you can just use the basic options that are available. And I said, you can really go wild with your little diagrams, and you're using this as a use this website. As I said, it's a really useful website. I think you'll enjoy it if you can make use of it. If you don't want to miss out on the other features of LiveCloud, make sure you click on that subscribe button or go to our playlist to see if you've maybe missed the video that we've posted already. And remember, don't do it the long way, do it the Mr. Long way.